Hey again, everyone. It's Will with ManufacturedHomes.com. Welcome back to Where's Will's Manufactured Home Tours, and thank you for clicking on the video and joining me today. Today, I am at Legacy Housing's Fall Home Show, and we are checking out all of their great new floor plans that are on display. And right now, we are going to check out a 3-bed, 2-bath single wide built by Legacy. So let's get going so I can tell you all about it.
And I am going to tell you all about this budget-friendly, affordable manufactured home option. This single ride right here, like I said, we are at the Legacy Manufacturing Facility, and this home is built right here. And I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. We've got standard vinyl siding. I do like the lentilles or shutters. And we've got a 312 pitch roof. And this home apparently comes with a smart doorbell. What we're looking at, everyone, is the H-1672-32C. And this is a 3-bed, 2-bath sitting at 1,068 square feet. The dimensions of this home is 16 feet by 72 feet. And I'm going to guesstimate the price of this home is going to be around $90,000 on up. Let's get in there and let's continue our home tour.
Where's Will?
And continue our home tour, we shall. Now, walking into this home, we've got 7.5-foot sidewalls, vaulted ceilings to center, which is about 8 feet here. As you see, the walls are VOG paneling, and we've got rolled vinyl on the floor. All of these things, of course, making this home budget-friendly and affordable for a lot of families, especially in today's climate. Now, walking through this living room here, we've got a ceiling fan. The size of this living room is 15 feet 5 inches by 15 feet, and if you haven't done so, do me a favor, hit that like button. It always helps me out, and if you want to, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so when these home tours are posted, you'll know. The size of that living room is actually pretty good, I'd have to say. And what I do like here, of course, it's a single wide, so you don't have a lot of dining room space. So they've pretty much made that an eat-in counter, a raised eat-in counter, which is rather nice. It opens up the space. It kind of gives you a little separation, and it's not flat with that sink. I like that so far. That is a nice choice. In this home, definitely to save that space. We've got a little cabinet up there. That kind of seems out of place to me, but it's functional. It's nice. If we added more cupboards to the left, maybe that would kind of keep it going, but I'm not sure there. What are your thoughts on that? And right here, as we take a look at this kitchen, we've got the stainless steel appliance package. Looks to be Whirlpool or maybe Frigidaire there. Let's see. Yep. It's a Whirlpool. And now let's take a look into the cupboards there. The cupboards are not adjustable, not soft close. They are thinner than most doors, but it's a nice MDF there. We've got the countertops there. Nice choice of colors. A glass top range right there as well, which of course if you need gas you can always change that in the ordering process, and you can change a lot of these things in the ordering process, like the color of your appliances, the flooring color, your cabinet colors, your counter colors, all of that good stuff. But so far I'm actually rather impressed with the quality and affordability balance here in this home. It does have a plug there. That's really nice. You have a standard sink right there. A smallish two-sided sink, but it does the trick, I'd have to say, for certain. And if you want to, let me know what you think about this home. Give me a 1 if you're like, meh, Will, why are you doing this home tour? Don't waste our time. Give me a 2 if like, oh, hey, great, thank you, standard manufactured home tour. Give me a 3 if you like it. Maybe tell me why. And if you love this home, give me a 4. And tell me more. And I'll tell you why in a moment after we go through some of these rooms. Now, walking into this first guest room right here, this room right here is 11 feet 2 inches by 9 feet 1 inches. 1 inch. You walk into the room here, you have right before you walk into the room, you have a little coat closet, which is nice. And walking into here, as you see, we have the textured ceiling, we have the VOG walls, and then you spin around and you have an open closet. One thing about Legacy Homes is the closets are kind of optional. So if you want to add a closet, it might be a little more cost. If you don't want one, don't have one. And the reason I want you to leave a comment is every Wednesday I give out a $25 gift card for one of the coolest comments on this video, as well as my last video on Wednesday. So if you haven't seen my video for Wednesday, go back, watch it, leave a comment here. And on Wednesday, I'll pick 2 random winners, and the only rule is if you win, you can't win for another 4 weeks. So join me on Wednesday and leave a comment. Would love to know what you think about this home. We're walking into the guest bath here. Nice lighting, good amount of lighting. We have a standard size tub, 60 by 30. It's not a single piece wraparound, it's a multi-piece. So just pointing that out, and the shower head there is a wand, and it's a very thin wand. Has anybody used one of those? I want to know if it actually, covers you, because it looks small to me. I'd really like to know. But this right here is, like I said, a standard guest bath that should absolutely be fine for anyone using it or coming into your home here. Now we're walking into this next guest room, and this room right here is 8 feet 8 inches by 13 feet. A nice amount of size. It's a little longer, of course, more rectangular. And I do like the way the vault, the ceilings, because it kind of gives you that illusion of space. Right over here, like I said, you have that optional closet right there. And what I do like is in this home, it has a little desk there to the right. So you can, do your homework, plug in your computer, among other things. So that is pretty nice. So we're walking through here, and like I said, we've got VOG walls, we've got rolled vinyl. This home even comes with a doggy door, so that's actually a really cool feature and option if you wanted it. There is your electrical panel right here in the hallway, and your thermostat. Basic and basic and basic. But of course, when you start with a basic home like this, you can start adding features. You can start adding options. You can start making this home your own. And, take a look at the link in the description below. You might be able to even change the walls. I'm not sure. But walking into here, into the primary, everyone, the size of this one is 15 feet by 11 feet 6 inches. And actually, it's a good amount of size. We have the ceiling fan right there, a nice big window letting that natural light in. I mean, you have enough room for definitely a dresser, at least a chair, maybe even, a recliner. Imagine what you could do with it, and let me know what you can do with it in the comments below. Now let's check out the primary bath here. And the primary bath, the entire home has the same color scheme, same look design. Like I said, you could change the panel on the walls and make it brighter. But yeah, I want to know, is that wand enough for a shower? Somebody let me know. Although I do like the black hardware in the bathroom, I'd have to say. I do like that. You have a drawer bank there, a little bit of a medicine cabinet to the left, and then right here is where your primary closet is situated, which is, of course, connected to the bath. So, what do you think? Let me know what you think about this home, everybody. Like I said, if you follow this channel, you know that we try to bring you some great homes, some really cool, expensive ones, and then, of course, the affordable ones for everyone. So thank you for joining me, everybody. I truly appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time wherever that home tour is going to be. But before that, let's head back to the office, and let me tell you a little bit more about Legacy.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the office, and thank you for joining me on that home tour of the Legacy H-1672-32C. Brought you an affordable, budget-friendly option today, and earlier this week we brought you a really nice upper scale model, and that's what it seems like I've been doing lately, is that bringing the higher and the lower and showing all of the different options, because if you are a fan of this channel, if you have been watching this channel at all in any length, you know that we try to show you every facet of the manufactured industry, from tiny homes, from ADUs to single wides to triple wides to, I've even seen a quad wide and a 5 wide, believe it or not. So that's amazing. And before we move on, hey, do me a favor, hit that like button if you haven't done so, and leave a comment. Every Wednesday, I give out a $25 Amazon gift card for a great comment on this video, and then on my last video on Wednesday, which is a Franklin home. So if you haven't seen that, go back, watch that one, leave a comment on that video, leave a comment on this one, and then next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, I'm going to pick 2 names and give out 2 Amazon gift cards. Let me know your true thoughts on the home, or if you want, just leave me a 1. If it's like, meh, Will, what are you doing? Why are you doing this home tour? Give me a 2 if it's, it's standard, great, cool, thank you. Give me a 3 if you like it, maybe tell me why, and if you love it, give me a 4 and tell me more. And like I said, next Wednesday, I'm going to pick somebody and give out a $25 gift card, and the only rule is if you win, you got to wait 4 more weeks to win again. Every video we're doing that. And along with showing the higher and lower end models of manufactured housing to encompass all budgets, I wanted to kind of touch base on pros and cons of manufactured homes and buying manufactured homes, because along with anything in the world, there are pros and cons. Buying a stick built, there's pros and cons. We'll get into a little bit of that. And you want to do your research, you want to do your homework when you're going into buying anything, especially a home. So so the number one, I'm going to go ahead and start the top 5 pros of buying a manufactured home. And the number one is it's much cheaper than site built, right? And it is. Just like this home we saw here, there's the VOG wall paneling. We have the rolled vinyl flooring, some other options that make it more affordable. And then if you look at some of the other ones, you have tile, laid tile, tape and texture throughout, et cetera, et cetera. So there's it all depends on what your budget is, but they are a lot cheaper than a site-built home, and it's faster. It's faster, which is number two. Number 2 is fast build time, built in weeks and not months, and that's the amazing thing, because going through all of these factories that I've been into. It's an amazing thing to see this, because it's an assembly line. It is a plant. Imagine a car plant, but with homes. You walk in, they start with their flooring, and it moves down along the line, and they are the most scrutinized homes in the world, with the HUD codes and the modular state codes and everything else. So throughout the line, they are inspected. And all of your materials too are kept in a nice, safe spot, and you can buy in bulk. When you go buy, when you go have a site built started, you've got your labor, the materials going out there, the materials sitting out in the wild. Possibility getting stolen, this, that, the other, and then the time, right? A home will take 9 months more, and ordering a manufactured home can very well take weeks. Some of these plants pump out, 2 floor plans a day, 2 homes a day. Some of them pump out 6 to 10 a day, depending on the scale of their plant. So it's quite an amazing thing to see, and that's why it's so much more affordable, because it is an assembly line. It's not just a site, and you guys have seen it, right? So that's that. And then number 3, modern features, open layouts, smart tech, stylish designs. A lot of these homes, a lot of them though, they're open floor plans. Some of them aren't. I prefer kind of more intricacy in a home. Open floor plans are great, don't get me wrong, but you have those, and then you have the other ones where kind of like a Cabco or a Franklin, where you kind of it feels more homely, if you will. And in this home you have the smart doorbell, and some homes you have like the Ecobee full home controls. There's a manufacturer that has a panel on their wall that controls the entire house, controls all the lighting, all of that, futuristic. It's great, and it's pre-built. It's there for you, And then number 4, energy efficiency. A lot of these are built, like I said, they are scrutinized top to bottom, and when they kind of design the homes, they take the electricity in mind, and all of the stuff, all of the things that like the water heater, they're new water heaters, they're efficient water heaters, they're all built to like Energy Star and NEEM standards, so that's really cool. And then we've got the number 5 is customizable options, right? So some of them, you go in and you go, okay, so this manufacturer will only do this kind of, like, this is it, this is all you get, buy Great, cool. There's some manufacturers like a Deer Valley, like a Franklin, even some legacies. You can really 100% top to bottom kit West even. You can customize everything from top to bottom, every bit. So that's nice. Now let's of course go back into the bad side of things, the depreciation risk. Number one, depreciation risk. If you have a home on a lot or like a community, you're not gaining any equity because it's not your land. This goes along with anything. A site built or a regular home or a manufactured home sits on land. The building and the land appreciates. You kind of walk into that worry when you go into a community because the home can depreciate because it's somebody else's land. And you're paying for that lease. Financing challenges, higher rates, stricter terms on some of them. Some of them are shadow loans. So when you go into that realm, do your homework and do your research. And if you want more information on that, go to manufacturedhomeloans.com. That's a great source to check everything out on that. And then land and zoning permits. This after thing is getting a little long, but building and zoning permits. I live in California, and you can't put a manufactured home anywhere. So it's a fight. Just like my last video, I was talking about the burn scar areas. Perfect options. These modulars would be great, but nope, you can't do it. So you have, stigma and perception. And then setup costs. That's one thing a lot of people don't realize. I say, hey, this home is going to go for about $90,000. But you also have to take in consideration setup and delivery. Now, on a single wide, it could be about $20,000 on up for everything else. So consider that when you're going into ordering a home because, they have to drive it there, set it up there, whole cruise, everything. So, do that homework. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll try to answer them or I'll send you to the right person who can answer them. But hey, this video is on this ending portion is almost as long as my actual video. So let's get out of here. It's Friday. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Remember to live smarter, choose manufactured, travel easy, and I'll see you next week.